back to my channel for another speed build. So last night I actually sat down to record a zombie apocalypse episode, and when I got into the save game I was just like, meh, like I've been kind of uninspired lately with that LP, so I decided to do something a little drastic. So we are going to be entering a new season, and in this season Mia and Hope and all of the babies have been grown up. I aged everybody up. Everybody is like it's like 15, about 15 years later. They were basically toddlers when we left them. And so now they're about like 16, 17 years old, still teenagers, still like children. But I want them to kind of go somewhere to kind of like be bad. You know what I mean? Like Mia, when she grew up, like I had a feeling that she'd kind of be like a troublemaker, like not bad. Like she would definitely be a good person and everything, but she would have like a little like naughty side. Like she would go to this abandoned house with Sunny, who is now living somewhere else with his mom and his sister, and Akira, because his mom actually got together with Akira, so they're actually together now, and they moved to Oasis Springs, so they don't live with our people in the compound anymore, and therefore they didn't really grow up together. So how it's gonna kind of work out is Bella and Abel don't really like Sunny anymore, because after he kind of left with his mom, the whole family just kind of they're not really close anymore, you know what I mean? So basically Sunny and Estella kind of grew up in a different way with different kinds of people and ended up kind of getting a little bad. Like they're not, I don't know if they are bad people or not. I would say maybe Sunny. Like there are some things about him that you probably wouldn't agree with, and most parents wouldn't agree with either. So Bella and Abel are kind of gonna be like wary of Sunny and his family, and Mia's just gonna be like, you know what, I'll hang out with who I want to hang out with. So this is basically their hangout spot, which is an abandoned beach house, which was just left here when the apocalypse happened, and the windows are boarded up, and it's just basically abandoned, like what you would expect of an abandoned house. And then it's kind of refurnished in a way that makes it look like somebody found it, and kind of redecorated with their own like portable things. Like there are some like air mattresses in there. There's a portable bar in there. The coffee table is actually like a couple coolers. There's lanterns everywhere because I expect that the lights wouldn't really be that great. I put some like broken ceiling fans up, but like there's just so many of them that it's not really realistic. So I might take a couple out when we actually play with it, because I don't know, it's probably not realistic to have so many broken ceiling fans. But yeah, so it might be a little more dim when we actually play with it. But yeah. So I don't know, I got the inspiration to do this like out of nowhere. I just really wanted a hangout spot for the kiddos, and technically the compound is supposed to be in California. That's where Del Sol Valley was like supposed to kind of actually take place. Like it was inspired from like Los Angeles and everything, so technically the compound is in LA. And it doesn't have like any kind of beaches. So I ended up building this in Brindleton Bay, which is, it's like an eastern kind of coast, but we don't really need to explore the whole Brindleton Bay. We can just say that, Sunny found this just venturing out one day because it's a lot safer now. It's 15 years later. There are not as many zombies around, especially because they've kind of been curing them. So in the last episode, we saw Hope, who is blue. She's very, very memorable. And Hope was basically their last hope, because in her blood, in her very DNA, the core of what makes her who she is the cure for zombieism, and not just like to cure you from being a zombie, but also to replenish the bodies of the people who have died and become zombies. So Elsa is actually still in the show. She is doing great. She actually was completely cured of her zombieism, and so was the other guy who was staying at the compound that was kind of being worked on. I can't think of his name right now. Don't make me do it because I literally just struggled struggled so hard remembering Elsa's name. So yeah, so this is basically like a teenage hangout, very chill, very laid back. I've created a version of this before, like years and years ago when I wasn't on YouTube, when I just kind of did things like for myself, you know, and it was like a trailer, and it was really, really bad. Like there was drug paraphernalia everywhere. Like it was just horrible. This is a little bit more rated G. It's just dirtier, and like there's a lot of things that are kind of questionable, like that teens would be doing here, like drinking and stuff, but it's not like drugs, you know what I mean? So I might add them. I'm not sure. Like maybe we could have Mia break into like the medicine cabinet in our compound or something like that. So, you know, the possibilities are endless with this place. I mean, this is literally just a place for teenagers to kind of be alone. The parents know about it because they have tracked them down here before, but, you know, it's still a place for them to go and kind of hide out away from their parents, or just to be there when they don't really want to be around their parents, you know? Like not running away, but just kind of spending the day away from the compound, away from all of the people that they grew up with, and just kind of be by themselves. I did add a Ouija board because I don't know, I just feel like that's something some kids would do in an abandoned house. Like I just feel like that's just like perfect, you know? And then a lot of this place is lit by candlelight. Honestly, I think I'm gonna take the ceiling fans and light bulbs out because, you know, I mean, it should be literally off the grid because it's abandoned and everything. And then I did actually get out and back into the game because I have like some bad CC that makes it so that it disappears, right, when you put it down in build by, and then when you go out and back in to the save, it actually reappears. So I had to do that once for the bathtub because I had no other like good like abandoned CC that looked good for it. So I just went ahead and put that in. And yeah, it's kind of wrapping up soon. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I should have a new episode of the Zombie Apocalypse LP out within the next week or so, but I wanted to kind of get ready a little bit, age everyone up, give everyone makeovers, make everything kind of different and, you know, ready for the storyline, and then I will upload another Zombie Apocalypse. I did not forget about the Zombie Apocalypse. I know that I actually released a Washed Ashore video when it was supposed to be Zombie Apocalypse. I hope you guys forgive me. I know this is kind of like a favorite, so I didn't want to let anybody down, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So I just wanted a little time in order to get ready for the LP. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And hey, if you want to become one of my boos by chance and you're not already subscribed, please don't hesitate to subscribe. It's that beautiful little red button down below. And I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, loves. Mwah.